Hello students, welcome to the online session for the subject of industrial safety. This subject of industrial safety is mainly for the students of civil engineering, particularly structural engineering, and for the student of mechanical engineering. Here we are going to discuss the each and every topic regarding the industrial safety. Whatever the topics that are given in the G2 syllabus of the subject of industrial safety will be discussed in this virtual session. We will be having a brief discussion on each and every topic. We will be discussing the practical application of this subject of industrial safety in our session also. So let's start with our session. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hello students, welcome to the online session for the subject of industrial safety. We are now in the chapter of periodic and preventive maintenance. We have started this chapter with the previous session also, and we are continuing this session. So let's see what is the outline of this session. So basically here we are going to deal with the definition of the preventive maintenance. We are going to discuss the need of the preventive maintenance. We are going to discuss the steps that are involved in the preventive maintenance, and at the same time we are also going to discuss the advantages. The second thing that we are going to discuss in this session is the steps or the procedure that are adopted for the periodic maintenance of a machine tool. These are all the things that we are going to discuss in this session. So let's start with our first, that is the definition. Definition of the preventive maintenance. Now it is a maintenance which stops the wear and changes that are taking place in the condition of the machine. So this is what the preventive maintenance is. Because of that only the changes or the modification that are taking place in the machine is being stopped. And the clear-cut definition of this is that it is an act of keeping the machine in a good condition and in an efficient condition for a longer period of time. By this only the design life of the machine can be increased and it will be having a good efficiency during its design life. This is a proper systematic definition of the preventive maintenance. Moving towards the further, that is the need. Why we require the preventive maintenance? What is the purpose? Main purpose is to increase the productivity of the machine. In order to increase the productivity, we require the maintenance. In order to reduce the cost of production also, we require the preventive maintenance. In order to prevent the occurrence of the fault, we require maintenance. If a machine is being maintained daily, regularly, at a regular interval of time, if the maintenance is being done, the repairing is being done, the checking is being done, or the inspection is being done, then the chances of the occurrence of the fault in a machine is zero. This is how preventive maintenance is helpful. Further discussing the need means to repair the fault at an early age. If an fault is being found, then we all know that it can cause a dangerous accident. But if it is being repaired at an early age, then we can prevent the occurrence of the major disaster. Now moving further, it is also used for the quality production. Whatever the quality of output which is being given by the machine can be increased if the preventive maintenance is being done. Further, it is mainly used to avoid the stopping of the working of the machine. The working of the machine will not be stopped. The stopping of the machine will never take place if we are performing the preventive maintenance daily. And at the end, if we want to keep the machine in a good condition, preventive maintenance is the must. So these are all the needs for the preventive maintenance. Further discussing the steps that are involved in the preventive maintenance. What are the steps? Let's discuss. The first step is training. Training should be given to the personnel or the workers at the industry or the factories so that they can come to know about the working of the machine, what are its needs, how they have to deal with that machine. All the training is required to be given, and by doing so, they will be having a proper knowledge of the machine. It is also used to prepare the list of items that is required to be checked. Next step, that is there in the preventive maintenance is we need to prepare the list of the item that is required to be checked. We also have to make the group of machines and equipments. And we need to analyze the breakdown. The breakdown should be analyzed in the preventive maintenance. These are the steps. Let's discuss the further steps. Next step is to get the support from the management for the preventive maintenance. From the management of the factory, we need to get the support for this preventive maintenance. They should understand, the management should understand the requirement of the preventive maintenance, and they should support the factory. They need to understand the basic idea of the preventive maintenance. Basic idea of the preventive maintenance is required to be understood. We need to have a proper preparation of the maintenance. It should be a proper planned maintenance. By doing so, the maintenance can be done properly. We need to keep the stock of the spare parts. Whatever the machine it is made up of, the small equipments will be there. At some wear, and because of some wear or tear, the spare parts will get worn out. We can say that some wear is taking place. So, those equipment which has got worn out is required to be replaced because it is helpful for them, and as a result of this, a good condition will be maintained for the machine. Now, let's discuss what are the advantages of the preventive maintenance. We have discussed the needs, we have discussed the steps or the procedures that are involved in the preventive maintenance. But why we are doing it, what we are getting it from the preventive maintenance, let's discuss. So, the first advantage is that the stoppage time will get reduced. The machine stoppage time will get reduced. The worker will work continuously. Continuous production of the goods will be found. And as a result of this, the factory will be in a working condition for a longer period of time. And the number of costly repairs will be also reduced. The repairs that are costly will be also reduced if we are performing the preventive maintenance daily. Many repairing work will be carried out at the same time. It is not like that we need to carry out a single work at a single time. Many repairing work can be taken at the same time, and by doing so, the stoppage time of the machine will be lesser, and the starting of the work will be sooner. So it is advantageous to the machine, it is advantageous to the factory. The rejection of the output will be also less. The goods that are coming out after the manufacturing from the machine will be a quality product, and as a result of this quality product, the rejection of this output will be lesser, and the machine will be giving a quality. Further discussing, the more safety of the machine parts and workers will be found. If the preventive maintenance is being done daily, then the machine will be safer. No hazard will take place, and if the hazard will not take place, then the life of the workers that are dealing in the machine or dealing in the factories will be safer. Cost of the production will be also reduced, and it is beneficial to the owner, to the factory, and ultimately the factory will earn a more profit, and ultimately the development will take place. The service life of the machine is also effective. If the preventive maintenance is being done daily, then the service life of the machine will be also raised, and the chances of buying a new equipment will be lesser. Of course, at some age, but it is not at an early age. Next advantage is that the breakdown will get reduced. The breakdown of the machine will get lesser, and the wear and the tear of the machine will be also reduced because we are maintaining the condition, we are providing the repairs and the servicing of the machine, and by doing so, the wear and the tear of the machine will be lesser. It is reduced. Now, let's discuss to the further. That is the step or the procedures that are involved in the maintenance of the machine. We need to have a maintenance of the machine. So what are the steps? Let's discuss. The first step is to remove the electrical connection. First of all, we need to remove the electrical connection. Then we need to remove all the oils that are found in the sump. Whatever the oils that are found in the sump is required to be removed. The tools and the fixtures that are used in dismantling of the machine should be in such a way that it should not damage the machine. And the hammer that is being used in the dismantling should never be directly applied on the machine tool. There should be some support. And for that support, we need to place a wooden block below the machine so that whenever we apply a hammering on the machine, then it will not cause a damage to the machine. Only the thing that will happen will be a proper impact will be imparted to the machine, and as a result of this, a safe dismantling of the machine will be done. Next, further discussing, the nuts and the bolts is required to be removed. But it is not like that we need to heap up. We should never heap up these nut and bolts haphazardly. It should be kept in a proper condition. The more the heavier, it should be kept nearer to the location of dismantle. So the heavier machines that are dismantled should be kept in the stands, and if the very heavy machines are being found in the dismantling of the machine, then it should be placed very much near to the location of the dismantling. And as a result of this, the chances of the missing of the parts will never take place. And the bolts and the machines which are dismantled should never be placed haphazardly, as discussed earlier also. But the thing that is required to be done is that they should be kept in a proper pair. The nuts that is corresponding to the required bolt should be placed in connection. At least 2 to 3 thread connection should be made, and they should be kept in the pairs only. And as a result of this, the connection will be maintained, and once all the thing is over, then it is necessary to check the machine. Once everything that has got dismantled, if it is being assembled again, then testing is required to be done, and it should be observed in that condition. So these are all the things. Now next thing that is the inspection. So first of all, we need to have a speed and the feed to the mechanism. Mainly in the inspection, the clearance should be observed. The clearance between the two couplings should be observed, and the filter should also be observed, because the filter should be free from the dust particles. So observation of the filter should also be done. And in the different parts of the machines, we need to provide the grease and the oil. Grease and oils are mainly provided for the proper lubrication of the machine. We also need to inspect the bolts. If the bolts are being found loosened, then it is necessary to tighten the bolts. If the bolts which are observed to be worn out, then the replacement is very must. We need to replace the worn out bolts and nuts. We should also observe the lubrication oil. If the lubrication oil is being found black, or it is being used for a longer time, then it is necessary that the replacement of the present oil should be done, and the new oil should be added into the machine. And as a result of this, the condition of the machine will be good. Further discussing the repairing. Now, what are the steps that are involved in the repairing of the machine tool are, first of all, we need to clear the parts that are more wear. Wear parts are required to be removed only. They should be replaced with the new one. And the clearance should be pre-decided. The clearance between the two couplings should be pre-decided. As a result of this, we can get to know the working in the present condition. Next is the oil pockets. Oil pockets should be properly repaired. We should also observe the surface of the guides, and if the scratches have been found on the surface, then it is required to be smoothened out. Paint should be applied on the machine. Then we need to check the foundation of the machine. If the foundation has been found much more settled, then repairing of the foundation machine is required to be done, because it is not a good condition for a machine. Repairing is the better thing to do. Test the machine after proper repairing. Once the repairing work is being done, then testing is required to be done, and we should observe that how the working of the machine will be taking place in the present condition. The testing of the machine should be done every 6 months. After every 6 months, a testing of the machine should be done. Or you can say that once the overhauling has taken place, then after that, the checking of the machine is required to be done. The testing should be done after overhauling. So these were the steps for the repair of the machine tool. So here we are ending the session. Thank you. So here we are ending our session. Hope you have liked the session. We have discussed each and every topic in brief and also in detail. We have discussed each and every topic's practical application also. So thank you for attending the session. And if you have any kind of a doubt, if you have any kind of a query, then you can send me your doubts and queries in mail. My mail is in my YouTube channel. Do check into my YouTube channel, like it, share it, and again thank you for attending this session. See you in the next session. Thank you.